Argentina and Colombia, the winner to meet Brazil in Saturday's final. Colombia trying to get to their third ever Copa final. Argentina trying to get closer to finally celebrating a title with Lionel Messi. For the call, Stu Holden and John Strong.
And Rob, 4 days away from that final down in Rio at the Maracanã, who will join Brazil for that game. Before this game, the second semifinal, once again, a moment of silence led by our referee. It's commendable thanking the great heroes who are fighting against COVID-19 on all fronts in South America and beyond. p.m. in the Brazilian capital of Brasilia. A pretty mild evening as well. Jesus Valenzuela of Venezuela. Just his 7th senior international match as referee. This is a big night in his life and career, and he'll be the one to get us going tonight. Underway. Eventually, there we go. Once Messi's ready, we'll play the semifinal. It is Argentina, La Albiceleste, in the stripes of white and sky blue. It is Colombia, Los Cafeteros, the coffee growers wearing yellow. Let's be honest, most of you watching this game right now are only thinking about one thing. You're only thinking about one man. That is Lionel Messi, trying to remove the last, but of his illustrious career. In so doing, it would mean Argentina winning a major trophy for the first time since the Copa America in 1993, when they beat in the semifinal Colombia. But think about us from Colombia's perspective for a moment. They know the whole world's rooting against them in this match right now. Neymar came out and said as much yesterday. He and Brazil want to face Messi and Argentina in Saturday's final. But Colombia haven't been to a Copa America final in 20 years. That was their one title ever back in 2001. If they wipe out Messi, if they take out Neymar, if they beat Brazil at the Maracanã, we could be witnessing the greatest week in the history of Colombian soccer if they could ruin the party in this game tonight. That's a big if, Stu, because Argentina have been on a roll of late. What are you looking for in this game tonight?
And that's exactly it, John. It's a tale as old as time that you look past the opponent in front of you, and this is going to be a very difficult match for Argentina against a Colombian team that will make the game. They will look to break up the play. They'll get stuck into tackles, and that's why I think for Argentina to get to that final and meet Brazil for an opportunity for Messi to win his first international tournament and trophy, they are going to have to compete physically. It's going to take a total team performance. You're going to need the supporting cast, and you're going to need to continue to see the growth that you have seen from this team throughout this tournament.
These teams did just face off about a month ago. On the 8th of June in Colombia, Argentina were 2-0 up inside of 10 minutes. Colombia ended up getting a 2-2 draw with a goal in second half stoppage time. Recent Copa America history between these teams very evenly split. Over the top, Juan Cuadrado returning from suspension for his 100th career appearance for Colombia, and he slides away there from Tagliafico. He's able to recover and slow him up. Clipped back in by Barrios. Sent away by Otamendi. Now a reset for Borre. Holds the challenge there as Gonzalez came in on him. Gonzalez gets upended.
We saw a little bit of what you're going to see throughout this game, which is Colombia at times look to play direct. They have a threat in Zapata with his size and strength and ability to run in behind, but also Cuadrado on that right-hand side will cheat at times and look to get into the attack. Long direct balls, testing the Argentinian back line defensively, and then trying to get crosses in the box. So it's going to be a test for Tagliafico on that left side of Molina, stopping crosses coming into the box. And another reason you see Guido Rodriguez getting his first touches. He's really important for Argentina defensively, keeping the balance in the middle of the field for them and breaking up play.
Those are the 2 changes to the lineup for Argentina from their quarterfinal win over Ecuador. Tagliafico has been rotating at left back. Guido Rodriguez brought back in as well, as De Paul just got that away on a hard tackle as well for Molina. Here's Lionel Messi on the ball. What a move past 1. Zapata trying to help. Messi past 3. Messi's cross. Martinez puts it just wide. Moment of magic from Messi, but not yet the finishing touch for Argentina.
Well, and Colombia in the 2 banks of 4, but you can't stop that. I mean, wow, excellent movement, drop of the shoulders, skips past 3 defenders, and that just unbalances the Colombian defense. Has a little look up, puts it in with his right foot to a great area. Martinez, with his movement inside the box, coming to that near post with the glancing header, and not far away there in the 4th minute, but great signs there for Argentina, getting a great look at goal, and as you would expect, Messi the architect.
Foul there as Barrios came in with a push on Lo Celso. Ronaldo Rueda. It's a really fascinating dynamic actually between these 2 managers. Not just that they're more than 20 years apart in age. Rueda didn't have a professional career. He came straight into coaching. He began his coaching career the year before Lionel Scaloni turned professional as a teenager. And yet Scaloni, a former player, it's his first ever job. Can he be the one to guide Argentina to ending their almost 30-year drought with international silverware? Here's Otamendi carrying forward. Handing off wide for Tagliafico. San Martinez, Gonzalez wanted it in. It pings around, and Álvaro Espina is going to be there to collect it.
Right, this is going to be an area of concern for Colombia defensively. They have struggled. They played very narrow at times in the midfield, and it leaves space in front of the outside backs for those little combination plays, and Tagliafico will get into the attack. You see Gonzalez coming inside, and there is space there. They need to get out and stop those crosses or put some pressure, because if there's time and space for Argentina, they will pick that killer pass.
So looking to flip, good control by Luis Diaz to bring that down and ride the challenge of Molina. Diaz now handing across for Juan Cuadrado, given the space and time to lift across in. That was meant for Zapata. A little challenge there from Molina, slowed him up. And DePaul is able to prevent it from going out on the far side. Luis Diaz, who has the 1 goal from open play for Colombia at this tournament. That was the bicycle kick that gave them the lead over Brazil in the group stage. They ended up losing that game. The other 2 goal scorers aren't on the field. DePaul turning inside for Messi. Lo Celso. That's the challenge there of Cuellar. Lo Celso once again going to slip back through. He has for Messi. Messi a second chance. The shot, there's the goal. Lautaro Martinez, who missed the chance a moment ago, scores in his 3rd straight game for Argentina, and they take the early lead in the semifinal.
And it's the same connection you saw in the 4th minute. It's Messi and Martinez, but this pick out here, the pass from Lo Celso splitting the lines, taking the entire Colombian midfield and defense out in one single play. Messi finds that little gap to either side of the center backs. Couldn't gather it on the first time around, but then the awareness, once there, couldn't get the shot off, picks his head up, sees Martinez. The weight of the pass is so good that he can take it first time, sweeps it across goal. And Espina is blocked by Sanchez. He can't see the ball as it comes across, and Martinez, as you said, picked 3rd straight game with a goal and the 5th assist of the tournament for Lionel Messi.
For Martinez, we've talked about who's going to be that player to finish the chances to help Messi get to this trophy. He began the tournament as the starter. He ended the group stage on the bench. It's his first time in his international career. He scored in 3 straight games. And for Messi, never before has there been this many assists in a single Copa America. Cuadrado looked at it, it's saved! Emiliano Martinez called into duty moments after the game kicked back off. Martinez running there, and it's swept up at the back by Jerry Mina.
Now here we were thinking this would be a close, cagey affair, team sitting back, defensive blocks, but because of Argentina breaking it down early, this game has opened up now. Colombia with a little bit more urgency going forward, and Diaz again doing well.
Coming inside off the double team, Borre now for Cuadrado. They are trying to open it up for Munoz. He gets out jumped there by Tagliafico. Gonzalez just runs out of space, and it's his manager Scaloni just pushing him back out onto the field. For Messi now, you saw the 4 goals with 5 assists. That is 9 of Argentina's 11 goals at this tournament. He's been directly involved in as that's hooked in. And coming again is Martinez. He is upended there by Zapata, who was running with Otamendi. does Jesus Valenzuela, the referee, think about this moment?
Well, it felt like in the moment that both players were making an honest play at the ball. Zapata's trying to get on the end of this ball from Cuadrado. Actually takes a knock from Pizzella. And Pizzella just knocks him into his goalkeeper Martinez, and the two of them. And Zapata, he is a big boy. He is a strong physical guy. And just that coming full speed into Martinez, coming off his line. He had the ball, he fumbled it after, but obviously it was whistled as a foul. Looks like he's up onto his feet. This was that chance right down the other end. It was Cuadrado coming in at the back post, weak side. Tagliafico, I think, doing just enough in this moment, getting in front. The shot comes through Martinez. It's through the legs of Tagliafico. So excellent reactions from Martinez to keep Cuadrado out just mere seconds after that Argentine goal.
And it's an unfortunate example of history repeating itself for Argentina's goalkeeper Emiliano Martinez as Zapata remains down. When these teams played a month ago in the World Cup qualifier, he was in a mid-air collision with Jerry Mina. He was knocked out cold, in his own words. Praised the medical staff for how they dealt with it. Ended up returning 6 days later to begin the Copa America as the starter. This is still just his 7th international appearance. He's only made his debut in the last month. For Argentina, he has been excellent. And now what about Jesus Valenzuela as he comes across, or is this just an issue with his communication pack there? You see the headsets that the referees have. I think that's what he was indicating there.
What a great run there from Lionel Messi. Started centrally, and you see that Barrios, the center midfielder, just has a look. It's too late. He can't stop the pass coming in. He just drifts in between them. They lose him. I'm not sure how you lose Lionel Messi, but he finds a way just to find that space. Has an excellent understanding. The pass, the weight of the pass, the timing of that as well from Lo Celso, and then just to lay it off for Martinez. And you say all the time, for Argentina to win a tournament like this, they need the supporting cast. He had gone 4 straight games without scoring, and now he has scored in 3 straight. So Lautaro Martinez has been a big-time player for this team, and certainly finishing off the chances that Messi has been providing.
So Zapata back to his feet after that collision, and it looked like getting just a little bit of a warning from the referee, even though, as you said, it looked like Pizzella was sort of bumping him into Martinez. We'll see how Colombia respond. Again, they were 2-0 down at this point against Argentina a month ago. You see the president of Copa, Alejandro Dominguez, sitting in the stands at Estadio Nacional Garrincha in Brasilia. Whereas Brazil have been a second-half team at this Copa America, Argentina have been a first-half team. And so the headset replaced, but after a long delay, we'll get this semifinal going again. Will just return it there. Will that go in the book as Martinez's second save tonight? We'll find out.
I was just thinking as it went back to us, what would happen if this went into the back of the net here? Here comes some pressure from Colombia, though, now. High press, trying to put Argentina under pressure in their build-up, doing well.
Almost got away from Pizzella there. Down to the feet of De Paul, so Argentina get away with that. It looked like it was going to be getting away from them for a moment. Here's Tagliafico coming forward. Martinez muscled off it there. And committing a little kick-out foul there, and Jerry Mina is going to come have a word with him. Jerry Mina, 6'5". Lautaro Martinez, 5'9".
But has the goal in the game. So I think I'd be happy if I'm Martinez there, losing the height advantage. And Jerry Mina just setting the tone physically, something I expected from the first minute, and you're going to expect to see more of as the frustrations grow within this game and start to see a few more tackles flying in.
comes for David Ospina, who passed the great Carlos Valderrama in the quarterfinal round. First capped player in Colombia's history. They're trying to dig it out of the middle, a little tangle of legs with DePaul, and Argentina wanted that foul call. They got it. DePaul ends up tumbling into the advertising boards. So it was an active first half. Argentina 2 early chances, goal in the 7th minute. Less than a minute later, Cuadrado forcing a save has sort of been ground to a halt here for one reason or another. It's a great play by Lo Celso to slide through, get back to his feet and play the pass, but Colombia won it back. They're trying to open up to the far side, and there's just nobody there in yellow.
They're seeing in the build-up, and they're having a look at this right now, the tactics and the formations. You would imagine that they're looking at that and just tweaking what they're doing, but watching Messi, you've seen Messi play centrally in the last couple of games for Argentina, especially defensively. In possession, he's hanging out on that right-hand side, and what it does, it keeps their left back, Tecillo, right there. He likes to get into the attack, but if Messi's hanging out in that right channel, he has to stay back a little bit defensively to try and deal with that. And then Messi's coming alive when Argentina have the ball in the attacking half. So a few little tactical switches from both teams going on, and you wonder how Rueda counters that. And does Tecillo decide to take the advantage and try to push into the attacking half for Colombia?
A quarter hour gone in Brasilia. Lautaro Martinez, who's chasing right there. He has the game's lone goal right now. He takes an arm from Jerry Mina. That's going to be a foul. So that's an interesting thing to watch between these two. 2 tangles early. The stare down. Free kick for Argentina.
Yeah, the high hands. We've seen this called a lot throughout this tournament, where there's been the flailing elbows and forearms, and if there's any type of contact to the face, you'd say the referees have been pretty consistent in calling that and not letting it go. And saw a number of those in the other semifinal between Brazil and Peru.
Play 1-2 with Lo Celso around the corner. He's going to get back to it. Gonzalez takes a touch to the byline, cuts the cross in, bouncing through there. Robinson Sanchez able to hit the release valve. Held in quickly though by Pizea. Can't find a teammate with that. It's going to be out for an Argentina throw. Holding up, couldn't do so. Tecillo will retreat it to Ospina. Cuadrado. It's great control. The back heel though got blocked by Nico Gonzalez. Just able to get it away from Borre's pressure. What's worth, they did not count that as a shot on goal as Borre returned it to Martinez a few minutes ago, in case you're keeping track. Winner to face Brazil Saturday night at the Maracanã. The final of the Copa America. Will it be Messi versus Neymar? As he charges it forward, Lo Celso hands it off for Gonzalez. DePaul now forced backwards. By Lo Celso, long run for Lautaro Martinez, and Robinson Sanchez just eases it off of out for a goal kick.
But he's trying to play that killer pass, and that's what Argentina need in the midfield. Not just Messi doing that. If he can play a little further forward, play closer to goal, it means Messi doesn't have to drop so deep to play those types of passes. And Lo Celso, the man who opened up the defense of Colombia on the first goal, he tries to pick out Martinez, but you can see when he is in possession and his time in the midfield, there are runners that are making moves because they know he is a man that's capable of unlocking and playing that excellent pass for Argentina to get into that final third.
You do wonder about Brazilians watching this game right now, who exactly they're rooting for, because the delight of beating Argentina at the Maracanã in the Copa America final balanced with the horror of seeing Argentina beat you in the Maracanã at the Copa America final.
Hey, you heard Neymar. He said, bring it on. He wanted Argentina. And he put a little asterisk on there saying, okay, I have some friends on that team. And then he said Brazil's going to win that game. So it just adds to the spice a little bit.
That was the dynamic of the 2014 World Cup when Brazil were humiliated in the semifinal and Argentina won, and there was this great panic of, are we really going to see our great rivals Argentina win the World Cup in our house? And that being not what happened, Germany won in extra time. Would be a fourth final in 8 years for Argentina, including World Cup and 2 Copas America. Getting away from Zapata for Luis Diaz on the far side. Diaz cutting in, had that shot closed down before he could get it away, and DePaul comes out of there with the ball. Garcia there to cut him off, and he almost got away with that move.
Yeah, he was 1 against 4 on the sideline there. It was excellent work defensively from DePaul. A little skip over the foot of Tessio, and you can see clearly there the ball is fully over the line.
Being harassed right now, trying to escape. Morales will hand it along now for Cuellar. Mateus Uribe, who had been in there in the center of midfield for Colombia. He's been ruled out of this tournament now with an injury. So Cuellar, number 8, continues to start in that role. Zapata for Diaz. Back for Cuellar. Diaz trying to play that in for Zapata. It took a block, and it's hooked away by Guido Rodriguez. This time for Borre, trying to play for Zapata again. Quickly, it got knocked away. It's a tough challenge there as Lo Celso comes through the back of Barrios, and he's going to get a yellow card.
I was surprised he went in so aggressively. He's saying it's my first foul, but a foul of that nature, you're going to pick up a yellow card. Gets away from him, and Barrios has positioning there, and Lo Celso just comes around the side of him, takes him clean out, and I agree, that's a yellow card in that moment. But you can see Colombia are having a little trouble right now trying to break down the Argentine defense when they are settled back into a defensive block. 2 banks of 4. The center backs are stepping out. They're making good challenges, but there's a set-piece opportunity now, and Cuadrado has some really good service on an outswinging ball.
Some big targets that have come upfield. Cuadrado couldn't get that past that first line. Messi did not look entirely 10 yards away, but the referee didn't use the disappearing spray on that one. They are trying to reset. It's going to be a handball. Another free kick coming for Colombia. Cuadrado from slightly closer in, and the referee is going to mark out the 10 yards. We saw Colombia score their opening goal of the tournament on that incredibly orchestrated set piece against Ecuador. Ready. Otamendi battling in there with Davinson Sanchez. Cuadrado now will hook that into the traffic. Martinez comes to get it. It knocks wide. Picked up now on the near side. Daniel Munoz. Back in. Cuellar's cross. Martinez. Good take there.
It wasn't the most convincing of punches on the first one, and he comes a long way for it after a little hesitation on the set piece from Cuadrado, trying to see if Argentina were going to step and try to draw Colombia offside. But excellent hands on the second one, coming out and grabbing that cross.
They're making the move on the outside, trying to drive forward now. As he resets backwards. Celso is on that early yellow card. Tagliafico now up for Gonzalez. The skip away from Munoz, although coming through to bash it away is Barrios. He whipped that one across there, and it's dispossessed. Diaz took it away from Molina. Zapata throws the stiff arm. Zapata's shot takes the block. It was really out of nothing that all of a sudden Argentina turned it over and Colombia got a corner.
Yeah, because Otamendi, inside his own half, just fires one across the back line into Molina. It's a heavy touch, as you would expect, because it was up around his shins. And then Colombia take advantage, breaking away. Zapata, I think it was Rodriguez, he just threw the deck. And they win a corner opportunity here off of that deflection from the shot from Zapata.
As I said, they got some big targets in Sanchez and Mina they can bring up. They've got in Juan Cuadrado, a man who can deliver a pretty special ball. This is Valenzuela, just 37 years of age, barely older than some of these players. Our referee trying to manage all the jostling that's going to come on this one. Cuadrado in swinger. It's knocked down to the top of the box. Fire-up shot is blocked. He had 2 men down for Argentina. What looked to be a head-to-head collision. Colombia are upset right now. Argentina are upset right now. Nicolas Gonzalez is one of the players down.
Well, both teams would have had an argument here, but the right play, especially if it's a head injury, is to stop the play dead. And yeah, you can see clearly the 2 players. It's Gonzalez and is it Rodriguez as well? Yeah, Guido Rodriguez as well. The 2 of them collide heads on that one, pretty nasty. And I think Colombia were trying to say at the end of that, maybe there was a handball on top of the box. And then it broke away, and Messi had a counterattacking opportunity the other way, but the whistle had already gone from our referee, Jesus Valenzuela.
So the arguing continues. This really has become a very choppy first half. It was a good, nice flow in the opening minutes. We had the collision between Emiliano Martinez and Zapata. We had the issue with the referee and his headset. And collision between Guido Rodriguez and Nico Gonzalez. Cuadrado and Messi exchanging words. The referee trying to sort his way through it and keep some control.
Was he going to give the free kick, maybe?
It seems to be the case because he set that up as an attacking free kick for Colombia.
Yeah.
With the spray.
I haven't gotten a replay, but I think there might have been a handball, or certainly it was a foul in the eyes of the referee at the top of the box there after the collision of the heads.
Scaloni is upset about that, trying to sort through what exactly the decision has been. But here's another great attacking set-piece chance. Very identical spot as that goal against Ecuador for Colombia at the beginning of the group stage. Is it that, or is it Cuadrado or someone else just trying to test Emiliano Martinez, who's made 1 save so far tonight?
I'm not sure it's going to be that again, because that felt like a once-in-a-blue moon type free kick when the execution comes off. But it will either be the direct strike from Cuadrado or something else, because it's clear, having watched Colombia throughout this tournament, they do work on these types of situations on the training ground to maybe pull off the unexpected. And this is a great range for a direct strike for a guy like Cuadrado with his quality.
Playing at his 5th Copa America, his 20th game, he's never scored a goal. Argentina doing all they can to slow and obstruct the taking of this free kick right now. Here we go, and it's Cuadrado up over the wall, but not back down to the bar.
And just doesn't get the technique right. 3-step run up, trying to bend it up over that wall, dip it into the far post of Martinez's goal. Only 2 goals, direct free kick goals in both the Euros and the Copa America, scored by Lionel Messi.
Were you waiting for me to answer? Or was that
I thought you were going to answer, but you know, you just left me hanging, so I thought I'd take it myself.
Martinez there, that was acrobatic to get a touch to that one. Couldn't find a teammate. Zapata takes the bump from Pizea. Those two have a big battle right now as Zapata gets it out wide for Tecillo. And Luis Diaz trying to engage with Molina. Down the line, long run for Zapata to get there. Again, he's just going to throw his body into the first opportunity. Otamendi on the receiving, and it's a foul, though.
Yeah, he's trying to say that's the second time. Going back to the other one, I mean, Zapata is a physical player. You can see that. If you watch this tournament up to this point, he throws his body around. He likes to body up against center backs. He wants that physical contact because he knows how strong he is. He can roll center backs, create opportunities. Otamendi, he'll mix it up with you as well, though, and he does well to draw the free kick there. And Zapata clearly leaned the shoulder in and sent him to the ground.
Celso off the second ball, couldn't find a teammate. Held back in, Guido Rodriguez comes out of there with it into the middle for Lautaro Martinez, couldn't control it cleanly. Issue for Duvan Zapata of late has been goal scoring, though. He scored against Argentina at the last Copa America. Scored in their second group stage game as well. Has scored once in the 16 games since. Over the last 2 years plus. Zapata or Borre, the starting forwards, have scored at this Copa America. Diaz, great little cutback. Dancing around as well with Molina. Just couldn't go anywhere cleanly with it. Back inside. That's Tecillo up there. Diaz again trying to find a move inside. Up for Zapata. Able to hold it up. Trying to open it up for Cuadrado. That came off an Argentine head. Despite the appeals of Lionel Scaloni. Half an hour gone in the second semifinal of this Copa America. Brazil victorious in Rio. They await the winner of this game for Saturday night's final at the Maracanã. Lautaro Martinez in the 7th minute. The lone goal so far. His 3rd consecutive game with a goal for Argentina. The last time a player not named Lionel Messi accomplished a feat such as that, it was Sergio Aguero 6 years ago. Scored in 4 straight games, including at the Copa America. Makes sense of this right now. Again, it's been a really choppy last 20 minutes or so. How are you viewing it?
Well, that was what I was expecting to start the game. Instead, Colombia gave Argentina a 1-0 head start by not playing in this way. This is the type of game that Colombia won as opposed to Argentina.
The back door there for Tecillo, who's going to get there, cutting back the cross, sent in behind for DePaul, another Colombia corner.
And I just think Argentina started so sharply, it didn't really allow Colombia to settle in to this type of rhythm. And it was the early chance through Martinez. And then quickly again, they capitalized on that and played with a real intensity in the first couple of minutes. A moment of quality from Lo Celso, Messi, and Martinez, and it's 1-0. And now Colombia have grown into this game over the past 15 minutes or so.
They've struggled to create a really good scoring chance off of these set pieces. Cuadrado once again to take. Swinging a little bit deeper this time. Too deep for Mina to do anything with it. Held in at the near side by Munoz. Lautaro Martinez. That's really well done to get. Oh, it looked like it was out off his leg. It'll be Colombia's throw, or maybe the referee has changed the decision there. That looks to be what's happened.
Yeah, it was pretty clear, wasn't it, on that, where Martinez just gets his foot between the legs, rolls it off of Munoz. And yeah, he does really well there, and the referee overriding the decision, because I think the assistant referee had flagged the other way, a throw-in for Colombia. Scaloni ready for a 40-yard sprint down the sideline. He plays every touch, doesn't he? He's so active down there.
Yeah, this is his first ever head coaching job, Lionel Scaloni. He was a player in fairly recent times. He was an assistant coach. He was put in temporary charge of Argentina as sort of a co-coach after the 2018 World Cup. Got the job permanently. Second Copa America. Very different dynamic than the, gray-haired 60-year-old guy that's been around for generations. Pressure here on Emiliano Martinez. Zapata got a foot on that one. It ends up getting all the way wide. And then a foul there as Colombia thought they were winning the ball back in the middle.
Yeah, they're picking their moments, Colombia, of when to press, and Martinez just takes a beat too long there, and Zapata, as he goes to pick his head up and play, Zapata gambles, gets in front, gets the slight touch, and Martinez saying that last time, okay, no chances this one, just dump it up there. Martinez wins the first ball.
Really well done to win the second. Messi on the run, riding the challenge of Sanchez, getting around Jerry Mina, got back inside of it, Messi still in the ball, plays back to the far side. DePaul forced backwards though by Tecillo. That was remarkable from Lionel Messi. And at least it's given them an attacking foothold right now. As it comes across for Tagliafico, it's sent away by Cuadrado. And we wait the replay of that brilliance from Lionel Messi.
Oh, he was on the floor. He's shown, even in this game, just when he has the ball with a little half-yard of space to take a defender on, to just get a defender off balance, he blows past you with pace, and that's what he did to create the early opportunities. Does so well there, taking on both Colombian center backs.
So they're fouled by Borré. Put forward by Messi. Gonzalez throwing his body in. That's going to be a foul, though.
Quédate ahí, Nico. Quédate ahí, tío. Que le pegue, Nico. Dale. Dale.
Loving that back inside for Cuellar. Colombia find their way back into this one. They trailed Peru as well in the group stage. Tied the game, ended up losing it. Sanchez going long, looking for Cuadrado, who came inside. Good strength in the middle by Lo Celso. Messi felt that coming and tried to get up out of the way as Davinson Sanchez was chasing him down. Martinez, excuse me.
And I think we're getting to the point where, and we've seen this throughout this tournament again, with the refereeing trying to let the game go. A lot of little fouls now, but a lot of challenges coming. You have to start giving out yellow cards to discourage that type of tackle, because both Colombian center backs are playing very aggressively when the back to goal for Argentinian strikers. Martinez there, and Sanchez just comes through the back of him. Now Cuadrado's on the floor. Zapata's going to take a kick here. There's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you can feel it building right now for our young referee, Jesus Valenzuela. Who's going to be the lucky winner that gets the yellow card when he decides to draw that line? There's Cuellar once again, 10 minutes to go in the half. Got wide for Tecillo. Second chance to bounce back off Molina. Cuellar for Diaz. Here's Diaz running to the byline, trying to get across the way. Cuts it back, lifts it into the middle. Defensive header by Otamendi. Fired back, it deflected. It hits off the bottom of the post. Barrios hit it. It touched off an Argentina player. It was almost a tying goal.
Martinez knows nothing about this. There's 3 defenders. Actually comes off the hand there at the end of it. The hand of Lo Celso, the backhand, and Martinez, there's nothing he can do at that point except watch and hope and pray and then go kiss your post after, as that one goes skidding away for another corner for Colombia.
Cuadrado this time from the near flag, an out-swinging ball. Header off the top of the bar. Jerry Mina went up to get it. And a second time in a matter of seconds, Colombia rattled the frame.
Yeah, well, you kiss your post and then you go and kiss your crossbar as Mina gets up well there. And I think this one just goes straight onto the bar. I'm not sure if Martinez gets a touch on that or not. No, that was up over the crossbar, but another good look and another reminder that Colombia's pressure is coming. They're creating some good opportunities, and it's almost all come from crosses, something we've seen throughout this tournament. Them putting balls in deep. The center backs for Argentina are having to defend well, but it's the second balls as well that they're following up and creating opportunities. Argentina need a bit of possession here just to calm this game down.
Rodriguez under some pressure, gets bailed out by the whistle there as Cuellar came into him.
I think there's a recognition as well from Colombia that when Rodriguez is on the ball in those types of spots, they want to press him. He's not as good of a passer as Paredes is in that position. He's more, I mean, he leads the team in recoveries throughout this tournament, so he's in there to try and stop the Colombian attack predominantly, but also just to keep things moving with simple passes. But you're seeing the Colombian pressure really coming out, recognizing when the moment's there, and they've had some success.
16 fouls now in 38 minutes, and it's interesting that Argentina had 2 shots in the first 7 minutes. Remember, Lautaro Martinez missed that diving header. 3 minutes later, he scored. They've not registered a shot since. Over the top it comes. Well, Molina not going to be able to track it down. It has been Colombia really building the pressure since going down a goal, and was right from the kickoff of that goal that Cuadrado forced the save of Emiliano Martinez. And the two now that have come back off the frame of the goal. It's a great touch there by Guido Rodriguez to steer it for De Paul. Now Lautaro Martinez, the turn on the outside on Sanchez. It's a deflected cross. It's a header away by Munoz, only as far as De Paul, trying to reset for Martinez. And Sanchez was there to get it clear. Back in it comes, this time into the arms of David Ospina. You see, no one scored fewer goals that advanced into the knockout stage than Colombia with their 3. They're only a goal away right now.
And we were talking, John, about the World Cup qualifier. Argentina up 2-0 in that game, and Colombia came back to tie that one 2-2. So it wasn't as if the first goal goes in and the heads are down. And there's a sense that we can't come back from this, and I think they still believe it. Clearly they do, that, and they would love to get one here before the end of the first half with this sustained pressure, because something we have seen is Scaloni's ability to make the tactical decisions and little tweaks to the system, and he has really managed his team, his group of players, and each individual match well to get the results needed for Argentina.
As they're pressuring on Munoz, Ospina's going to come to get it. The interesting contrast then is Argentina's quarterfinal. It was sort of reversed. Chance after chance after chance. Then the goal at 40 minutes to take the lead. It was still 1-0 with 10 minutes to go, and Argentina got the 2 late ones, including the Messi incredible free kick. And so you look at it, you go, oh, 3-0, pretty comfortable. That wasn't quite how the game played out. Looking to hold that one up. De Paul takes it back off of him, and then he gets crumpled up by Tessio. Ball was back in play there from Argentina, but the referee saying that no, let's make sure De Paul's all right.
Takes a kick on right on the back of the leg from Tessio, just with the follow through there. And really all the stats that you could give right now, especially within this tournament. Argentina only 2 goals conceded, Colombia only 3 goals scored, but you have to contextualize it within this game and how the game is going, the flow to that, and for Colombia, the way that they're having success with the ball and being able to create opportunities. But Argentina also will not be panicking. They have confidence in their team defensive shape, and that is something that we've seen throughout this tournament where they've really limited good quality opportunities, and it's going to be fascinating what response they have in turn to the last part of this first half.
Paul took another kick there on the back of his leg. He's wincing in pain right now. Referee sort of urging Raul Molina to get this ball back into play. He's assists, the difference right now is 5th at this tournament. Coming up on the Verizon halftime, Rob Moe and Alexi break down what we've seen so far. Brazil, they know they're going to be in the final Saturday night of the Maracanã. Who will they be facing? They've won the Copa America every single time it has been hosted in Brazil. A little more coming up on Verizon halftime. Great step by Tagliafico to take it away in front of Cuadrado. He's going to drag Messi wide. Messi looking for the first-time cross, blocked by Jerry Mina. Like that spun in behind for what would be Argentina's first corner of the game. Ball will play it short. Messi. A bit far out from De Paul. He's able to recover it, though. Get it back wide for Lionel Messi. But the cross block down gets sandwiched between Cuadrado and Cuellar. They get another corner out of it, much to the frustration of the Colombians. A nice moment there. The first one between Lautaro Martinez and David Ospina. Would love to put a second past him. Messi this time stands over it. Messi sends it in. Header knocked down. Ospina got a piece of it to deflect it up onto the roof of the net. Nico Gonzalez thought he had scored.
No, he just drifts free at that back post. It's a great header on it, and it's a good save. Messi's reaction, can't believe it's not in. He doesn't get great contact on it. Gonzalez, he's trying to head it down into the ground to make it difficult for Ospina, who gets down low and is able to push it up over the crossbar and seems to be in some trouble at the end of that.
Ospina, that was his first save of the game, his 113th appearance for Colombia. He's been their #1 for a decade now. Their all-time appearance leader. This is a real concern.
And they had all the numbers around the penalty spot, and then Gonzalez just drifts off to the back post. Munoz is the man that loses his mark there. In fact, nobody had picked him up, and it was actually Munoz trying to react, and I think he does just enough to put Gonzalez off. He's a little off balance as he heads it, so he doesn't get his full power behind it. And Ospina is able to make the save in the end, but wow, if that had been 2-0 right before the end of the half, would have been big, big trouble for Colombia. Instead, it's still just a 1-goal disadvantage.
He's missed a handful of games in recent years, but his backup, Camilo Vargas, has never played a game in a major tournament. If they have to make that change at halftime.
I think we're going to see a sizable number, 4.
I mean, half of that is when the referee's microphone died.
Yeah.
What they're going to do is they're going to say Messi has to go to the other side because of where that ball went out of play. Really right on the top of the goal, but it'll be Messi now to play an in-swinger on the other side.
Warning there from the referee, warning about holding and pulling and pushing, saying he would call a penalty. So interesting. Argentina have all the numbers really tight. You see them trying to stack right now and run the defenders off of each other.
Well, something here. Julio Mascagnon, our video assistant referee, on the headset with Jesus Valenzuela. Obvious that stood out a moment ago. It was a penalty check we were told they were looking for, but the check has been cleared. Messi now swings that in, knocked down by Zapata, and then Messi was, well, that was a high booter. He was offside technically as that came back one way or the other. Colombia have the free kick. Ospina takes it quickly. Zapata trying to control in a battle with Lo Celso, gets the touch. Able to move in the middle to skip away from Lautaro Martinez. Lautaro didn't really want that ball. Gets it away for Davinson Sanchez. Bayar comes to get it. We have outshot Argentina 7-3 since going down. They have had the bulk of the chances. Big save forced. One off the post, one off the bar. But still, Argentina hold the lead. 2 minutes and change to go in this first half of the semifinal. Almost rolled back into the middle. Diaz picks that little pocket of space that he found. Quadrado wants it and gets it. Quadrado, a little dance to create some space. Trying to clip that in for Zapata. Off of his head, looking to bring it down. Back to goal. Where's the help coming? Turns into the byline, cuts it across. Overhits all of his teammates. And he was offside. Assistant referee Carlos Lopez, he told to do, holding the flag in case there was an imminent goal. Once the chance ends, puts the flag up and the play is dead.
What a great pass from Quadrado, who on this right side beats his man Gonzalez, and that looks onside to me. It looked like Molina at the top of the screen had kept him onside. So, as you said, if an imminent as well, chance was coming for Colombia there, it was the right thing to keep the flag down in case it was a goal, and this was that earlier header there from Gonzalez. Were they checking maybe it was a handball there on certainly looks like it may be on Munoz. That might have been what they were checking. And as I said, he gets there late to try to put Gonzalez off on that header.
Fico has that throw and intercepted. 30 seconds theoretically remaining in the half. Quadrado goes sliding through on Taliafico. He's going to get a yellow card. It's just returning off a suspension. Didn't play in the quarterfinal.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad tackle there. Just catches the shins of Taliafico. It's been a physical game, hasn't it?
What you would have expected?
Yes, exactly what I would have expected. And for Argentina, they got that all-important first goal in this game.
In the middle, it comes down. Nico Gonzalez rolled to the far side for De Paul. Has an option outside, fires it back in front instead. It comes all the way through. Is that going to be the last action? Are there a few seconds left because of the stoppages that we've had in stoppage time? Diaz got away. Diaz puts around one tackle, trying to feed it across. Acrobatic clearance there for Taliafico. Is there time enough for Colombia to build one more attack? Quadrado trying to get away from Taliafico. As he comes backwards, our referee, who blew 20 fouls in that first half, will send the teams to the dressing room. Lautaro Martinez, the difference maker, on an assist from Lionel Messi, his 5th of the tournament. Rob, Mo, and Alexi to break it down. Coming up, 45 minutes down, 45 to go.
Argentina 45 minutes away from moving on to that dream Copa final Saturday here on FS1 against Brazil. But Juan Cuadrado and Colombia turned up the heat after that goal. Postage, bar, everything but net, but it's still Messi on top. For the second half call, once again, Stu Holden, John Strong.
And Rob, it looks like we might be having substitutions from both teams right now. We've seen multiple players come up and have animated conversations with the referee. Edwin Cardona, one of the other goal scorers, and Jimmy Char of the Portland Timbers is going to be coming on. So 2 changes, 3 changes. Look at that. Every time they cut, there's a new Colombian ready to come on. Frank Fabra as well, who was brought in as an injury replacement. He's going to make his debut at this Copa America. And a change for Argentina as well, Gonzalo Montiel. So this might be a tough question to answer, but what are you looking for in the second half? It's going to feature 4 different players on the field.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how that shuffles the pack for Colombia. I wouldn't imagine it's going to change the shape. They're pretty consistent in the way that they play, but we'll see which pieces move into which ways and how they try to attack. Look, they had a lot of pressure toward the end of that first half, but they could not find a way through this Argentinian defense. Argentina making a change themselves in the defensive part of the field. So let's see how this plays out the first couple of minutes here.
So a straight swap. Montiel on for Molina at right back for Argentina. Fabra looked to be on for Tecillo at left back for Colombia. And Rafael Santos Borré also coming off. Those are the changes for each of these teams. Each trying to summon the spirit of 93. 1993 was the last time Argentina won the Copa America. But in the months that followed, Colombia beat them twice. The more famous of the two, the 5-0 win in Buenos Aires. Maybe the biggest win, the most famous win in the history of Colombian soccer. But a couple weeks before, when Colombia beat Argentina, it ended a 31-game unbeaten streak for Argentina. If Argentina tonight avoid defeat, they'll have their longest unbeaten run in all of those 28 years since. They've not lost since the last Copa America semifinal against Brazil. Rodriguez under some pressure, and he's tripped up. So here come more fouls, 2 early ones to begin this second half. The middle for Lo Celso now. Taliafico Nico Gonzalez running at Cuadrado. Looking for Tagliafico. Brazil awaiting the winner. Saturday night at the Maracanã. Is able to escape from Cardona. Gonzalez once again had it taken off him by Cuadrado. And Cuadrado gets dumped to the turf at the end of that sequence.
Yeah, and it's actually, you see Munoz now, he's moved into center midfield. Cuadrado's gone back to right back, where you often see him with his club team at Juventus. Jimmy Chara's going to play on that right-hand side as a right midfielder, and Fabra's going to come over to the left back position with Cardona playing up front. So it is still the same shape, but you get a more attacking right back now in Cuadrado, and you're hoping that Jimmy Chara is going to do this type of running to stretch the defense and then lay it off for Cuadrado.
Looking it into the middle there, off the thigh, awkwardly cleared only as far as Luis Diaz, who forces a second save with an eye out of Emiliano Martinez. Without a loss. 2 years without defeat for Argentina. Does that hold up to set up the dream final from a neutral perspective? Lionel Messi's hurt.
I think he takes the
finally
studs.
Be stopped.
Yeah, I think he takes the studs on the follow-through here as he goes in for this challenge. Yeah, just right on top of that left foot. Fabra, who's straight on the field, getting stuck into Messi here. And I think that's unintentional. He goes in strongly into the tackle, but he gets the ball, and he actually catches Messi on the follow-through from that one. That's a pretty solid whack to the ankle, though.
That's a sight that makes much of the world hold their breath at this moment, as Lionel Messi's, of his 2 feet, it's the magical left one that's being dealt with right now.
I mean, this is a guy who hasn't missed a single minute in this tournament, and even the last game of the group stage against Bolivia, when many of us thought, okay, maybe you rest Messi. No, he played every minute of that game. He scored 2 goals in that game. Scored in the last match in the quarterfinals, started this game, and he's up now. There is that magical left one, the number 10 shirt.
And he has looked different in this tournament, hasn't he? I mean, for years we watched Messi play for Argentina, and it feels like a burden on him to be wearing that number 10 shirt with the blue and white stripes. But you've seen the joy in his face. People talked about the leadership, the way he's sort of been one of the guys in the locker room, not necessarily singling out for someone who has had sort of an introverted personality in a lot of ways. Not just that he thinks he's better than everyone else, but that maybe he's more comfortable sometimes being separated from a group. Because Messi's on the side right now.
Yeah, but that's exactly it, though, John, right? This is a guy that lives every single second of his life on and off the field under the microscope. And you overanalyze every little thing, his mannerisms, what he's like as a teammate off the field. And I think it's very rare that you find even Messi's biggest critics in Argentina that can say, wow, this guy has been on another level in this tournament. He looks motivated. He looks happy. He's part of a team. The team is playing well. And it feels like it's building towards that big moment. They still have 40 minutes here.
Jonas free kick in, trying to find Davinson Sanchez, and he lays a hit to Otamendi, who's slow to get to his feet. It was Zapata, in fact, it looked like that came in for.
Yeah, still 40 minutes to go in this game, and it's not going to be easy. But I'm sure they're not thinking about it now, but they're dreaming of that final and what they have to do to get there and believe that they have a real chance. And we're going to see, we're going to learn more about this Argentina team in this second half, and if they're able to stand up to the physical battle that they're going to be under here and the pressure. Here comes Martinez. Well done.
Taking it away from Davinson Sanchez. More in the middle, though, and Ospina able to come collect it. Their 16, Daniel Munoz, had been right back in the first half, as you said, Stu, and now is slid in the middle of the field. Fabra is the left back now as a substitute. What's the logic behind moving Juan Cuadrado further away from the attacking end of the field now that he's in that right back spot?
Yeah, it's because you have Jimmy Chara in there. He's going to come inside, and Cuadrado will inch up on the right. You already see him at the far side of your screen. He's starting to move up into the attack. Fullback's high for them.
Fabra picks it up. He lifts this cross in. Chara closest to it for Colombia. Sent along by Nico Gonzalez for a throw. In for Zapata. Lay that off. Chara's into the return. Zapata's shot was blocked. Second from Zapata's blocked. They're arguing for a handball. Referee on the field sees nothing in it. Let's play continue. But a great little burst of opportunity from Colombia. And Julio Basquiñán, our video assistant referee, looking at it. Cardona tipping it back in for Luis Diaz. Got between defenders. Cuts it back into space. And Montiel was able to recover in front of Zapata. DePaul gets clipped. There's no foul. Fabra has the ball for Colombia. Diaz reversing it. Cardona. That was Messi in on the tackle. DePaul back to his feet. And it's going to be out for an Argentina throw. My goodness, what a sequence.
Yeah, and it starts with a throw-in deep in the attacking half for Colombia, and it ended up in a shot. Jimmy Chara did really well initially, lays it off for Zapata at the end of this one. He ends up turning on Tagliafico, and then the shot comes in. It takes a deflection, and they feel there was a handball in here. Not on the first one, but on the second one. Did it hit? Was it Rodriguez? Guido Rodriguez? This will be a good look here. There's the first shot. Second one there, maybe it won't be that good of a look because I couldn't tell if it was chest or arm in that moment, but it did feel that his arm was tucked pretty tight to his body. I didn't see anything that would warrant a penalty.
There's Julio Basquiñán, and the play restarts. A little shot across the bow from Colombia. We've asked this question about Argentina in past games. We've asked this question about Brazil in past games as they've held on to 1-0 lead. Is 1-0 enough? Do they need a second goal if they're going to see this one through? How long can they wait to get it? As with 10 minutes to go against Ecuador in the quarterfinal, it was still 1-0. Side. DePaul defending, trying to hook that in towards Diaz, and TL did well to take it away. Now Messi looking to accelerate. He gets chopped down from the line. That's going to be a yellow card, it looks like.
Yeah, it has to be. It was Fabra. He had the first tackle on Messi. The second one, this is a tactical foul. Messi picks up the ball in a good space, trying to break away in transition, gets past Fabra initially, pulls the shirt, doesn't get him down. Second one is saying, okay, yeah, there you go. Clear takedown, tactical foul, yellow card.
Fabra is at Boca Juniors in Argentina. Except the yellow card, second Colombian shown a yellow in this game. Cuadrado as well. Lo Celso has been booked for Argentina. Nico Gonzalez and Nicolas Otamendi, incidentally, if they're shown a yellow in this game, they would be suspended for the final. There is yellow card accumulation just in the knockout stage of the Copa America. Cuadrado to step in there, one back though. Gonzalez and Cuadrado slow to get it. Messi takes the bump and keeps going. Poked away a second time. That is going to be a foul. Daniel Munoz upset about the call.
And Messi takes another kick here, but he's very smart in the way that he rides the challenge. You see, watch his body weight shift in. He knows the contact's coming. That wasn't the foul. It was the one before that where there was contact. The referee decided to play advantage because Messi looked like maybe there would be an opportunity. There wasn't. Colombia win the ball, but he comes and brings it back for that first foul.
And it's not like any of this is new on Messi, right? I mean, this is a guy used to being kicked, as we see again the Colombia chance.
Yeah, it looks like chest, right? Looks like it hits it Guido Rodriguez right in the middle of the chest, and he'd had his arms tucked pretty tightly to his body, and of course you're going to ask for it. I would expect nothing less. Of course, scream for a penalty.
Argentina have just snuck a substitution in. Giovanni Lo Celso is off. Leandro Paredes. Messi, the ensuing free kick, lifted in too deep. So Paredes, who was moved to the bench for this game for Guido Rodriguez, now comes on in the second half. looking long. Flicked on by Cardona, Char in chase. Cleaned up backwards there by Tagliafico. Martinez to clear. Quadrado then, he goes down in a tangle with Nicolas Gonzalez. He's able to keep it under some pressure, trying to wriggle away from a third Argentine player, Luis Diaz, and gets fouled by the fourth.
Yeah, Diaz has been impressive in this tournament, and once again showing his ability off the dribble and having great balance and recognition just to stop and start. This was at the end of that, but gets away from three defenders initially. And it'll be a set-piece opportunity from deep here, but they bring in some of the center backs up, so they might either look to play this long and direct and try to play on the second ball or play it short. But they've got Jerry Mina. He's got his hands up. He wants this ball.
Just in case Cardona can't see him at 6'5".
Yeah.
It is Cardona to take. Another substitution coming in the wings, it looks like, as it's played short. Now Cardona flings that into the far side. Chara cut off it by Otamendi, and that doesn't come to anything.
Yeah, I don't understand that, though, because what you're trying to do after the pass is do what you did after playing it short instead of just playing it direct. Oh, you can see clearly some blood on the sock there. So Messi, as you saw, he catches the studs of Fabra right after he got contact of the ball, but the follow-through and cut him open.
In the air by Tagliafico. Messi playing the role of Kurt Schilling for the rest of the evening with 30 minutes and change to go in the Copa America semifinal. Messi on the ball. He's got the assist to Lautaro Martinez back in the 7th minute. The chances have been largely one way in favor of Colombia since, including twice that have hit the frame of the goal. There's De Paul on it now. As Brazil await the winner in Saturday night's final at the Maracanã. Miguel Borja is preparing to come on the field. So interesting, Luis Muriel, who was third in Serie A in goal scoring behind only Lukaku and Ronaldo, and yet he seems to be further down the pecking order for Colombia at this tournament. Quadrado, a little flick inside. Pressure from De Paul, almost got to that one. And a foul committed in the middle as Diaz is down once again. Montiel committing it. Here comes Colombia's fourth substitution in the opening 15 minutes of the second half. So Ronaldo Rueda is not waiting around to try to shuffle things and create a tying goal. Ivan Zapata is the man to make way. So both starting forwards are now off for Colombia. Here's Quadrado. Good work to hold that up. Now the shot from distance, well wide, but great little moment there from Borja just on the field.
Yeah, as this pass comes in, just too aggressive there from Otamendi, and he allows Borja just to feel his shoulder and roll him, because you can just get the contact to him initially, and Otamendi's completely taken out of position, but he takes the shot from quite a distance out. And you mentioned it, all the subs now for Colombia. Zapata off. They're making all the changes in the front part of the field, and still for Rueda trying to find the right recipe. He feels like they've had good control of the game. They've created some good opportunities, but still the finishing all tournament long has been lacking for this Colombian team.
They have 12 shots now tonight. It's played quickly into space. Luis Diaz trying to get on the end of it. Diaz does. Can he turn the corner? Gets it away. What a goal! Luis Diaz, an incredible individual effort, and just past the hour mark in Brasilia, Colombia have tied the game.
Well, after all that searching for Rueda, it seems he has found the right recipe, and it comes off a quick free kick, taking advantage of Argentina caught sleeping at the back, and it is Diaz again. His pure speed here to round the corner on Pazea, but what a finish that is. He's off balance, going to ground. This little first touch there, he gets inside, means Pizea can't take him down. Now it's a penalty. And just off of his toe to flick it around Martinez in the back of the net. That is a sensational finish. A little bit of English on it as well. My goodness, individual effort, heads-up play from Colombia. Have not been able to break down Argentina when they were back and settled. So what do? They catch them off guard, and they counter back with a heavy punch to level this one here, 1-1.
Luis Diaz didn't even play in the opener. He then, coming off a suspension, scored that incredible bicycle kick against Brazil. Martinez trying to play for Montiel. Cut off, tracking back there by Fabra. So Diaz with his second goal of the tournament, both sensational.
In different ways.
So Paul brings it down. Puts it into the middle, trying to find Martinez. Reset by Montiel for Messi. Jimmy Chara knocks it away. Now Chara is on the run. Diaz running to his left. Borja running to his right. It's for Luis Diaz now. He's going to engage with Montiel. Drop back inside for Cardona. Cardona just got that away. Borja tangle there. Free kick for Argentina. And a yellow card for Miguel Borja.
Yep, catches the heel of Gonzalez there. And you wonder what the response is going to be, not just from this Argentina team now on the field, but also from Scaloni. I've talked a lot about his ability to make the right types of changes that the game needed. They've been very defensive substitutions in this game. He brought on a right back in Montiel. He brings on a midfielder in Paredes. I wonder at what point now he mixes and changes the recipe for them up front. Really haven't seen enough from Gonzalez in the attacking part of the field. And to find ways, Messi's been quiet as well. You see him dropping really deep now to try and get on the ball because he's been limited. Look at the pressure from Colombia. 3 players around him to get him off the ball. It's been a really good second half from this Colombian team.
When do we see Papu Gomez? Scored in back-to-back games to end the group stage. Hasn't been seen in the knockout stage. It was Edwin Cardona who played that quickly taken free kick in. We didn't get a great look at it, but he's been given the assist on the Colombia goal.
Neither did Argentina, by the way.
You see how many fouls have been called. And with a half an hour to go, again, this would go straight to penalties. There is no extra time until the final at the Copa America. Here's Gonzalo Montiel. Into the middle for Lautaro Martinez, who has the first half goal for Argentina. Back for Montiel. Diaz able to poke it away, runs out for a throw. Messi, clever little flick to get around Barrios. Messi couldn't get away from the second man as Munoz closed in. Isaiah there, who was beaten on the goal, gets upended by Borja, who was sitting on a yellow card from a moment ago. Well, if the question was, is one goal enough for Argentina? The answer is no. De Paul. Lionel Messi just got caught underneath his foot there. Diaz comes away with it. Cardona able to keep it, and then he takes a kick from Paredes, and now they're going to come together a little bit here. Here we go. Paredes retreats.
Just a little kick, but it's the second one where he steps up and the foul had already been whistled. I think that's where the Colombian players, and by the way, they are frothing for a scrap. We have seen it in that game against Brazil. You see it from this team. And the beginning of this game, you knew this would be a difficult match for Argentina. You knew there were times that they had to get stuck in and play ugly, but they just took so much pressure after they scored the goal. They sat so deep at times that Colombia eventually find that way through, and it feels like it's their advantage right now, and really waiting for Argentina to answer back.
Really willing to play the role of the villain against a world that would love nothing more than to see a Messi versus Neymar final. This Copa America. Cuadrado, great little move on the outside, and Gonzalez takes the bump. Yet another foul, yet another free kick, but yet another chance to lift this in for Colombia to their big bodies that are going to come upfield.
Yeah, I would be getting Gonzalez off if I was Scaloni at this point. He's getting beaten 1v1. Minimal impact going forward. Cuadrado gets the better of him there. Drags his body purposefully to take the contact to win the free kick. Because they know they've had some success from these situations, causing havoc in front of this goal. And does Martinez, because this one's a little further out, so it depends on the ball if Martinez comes out to try and claim this one. And they do answer back. Yeah, right on cue.
Thomas walking off. Angel Di Maria running on. Third change of the game for Argentina. Di Maria's 110th career appearance, 5th most in Argentina's history. Cuadrado setting up to take it. Cuadrado swung in. Header gets knocked down by Davinson Sanchez. Comfortable third save of the night for Emiliano Martinez. Saying earlier that that's now the 14th shot for Colombia in this game. There's still a ways to go. Argentina before this game had only allowed 10 in any of their individual games. So this is the most chances they have allowed an opponent at this Copa America. Montiel nods it forward. Di Maria tracked back towards it. See Di Maria's running up the right. Messi ostensibly on the left, but of course he'll go wherever he needs and wants to. Saying a first senior trophy for Messi. He's won an Olympic gold medal, but that was with Argentina's U23 team technically. He's won a U20 World Cup, never with the full Argentina. Has he won a trophy? Has he won a tournament? He needs multiple houses to hold all the winners' medals and trophies and cups that he's won with Barcelona. This is his 10th tournament he's played at senior level, Copa America and World Cups combined. He's potentially 4 days away from no one ever talking about that about him again. Cuadrado again, a great little move on the outside to skip away. Cuadrado running on. He'll lift this cross into the middle, too close to Martinez. What about the supporting cast from Argentina? Can the other 10 support the number 10 to get them through to the final on Saturday night? Here's Messi. Handing off for Di Maria. Montiel running up the right. They'll hand it off to Gonzalo. Montiel got slowed up off that first touch. Angel Di Maria saw the space, cuts inside, gets inside. A Fabra rolled to the middle, no one there. Montiel the pressure. Great little turn by Diaz to get away. Luis Diaz, he's got Borja furthest forward. A little bit of a touch there from Pizea. Borja slides in front of Otamendi, but Antonio Fico was out there. What are you looking for now with 20 minutes to go?
Argentina, can they create something in the final third? And it starts with possession for them because the pressure from Colombia has been very good. They haven't been able, their spacing has not been good on the ball to just shift the Colombian defense around or create opportunities, because that's where in the first half, very early on, they had Colombia a little bit deeper and they could get Messi on some spots. You don't want Messi on the ball back here if you're Argentina. Get him a little closer to goal where he can make that better pass.
Di Maria able to skip inside of Frank Fabra. Di Maria cutting back in. Di Maria took that shot there, trying to catch Ospina, thinking he was going to lay off a pass. It's Ospina's second save. Di Maria wins it back into the middle. Lautaro Martinez. It falls back for Di Maria. He's 1v3. Contact with Cuadrado, no foul. Mario slow to get up behind the play. Otamendi throws a bump into the back of Borja.
And because Argentina are higher up the field now with some possession, their counter-pressing's better, and they're not allowing Colombia to get out of their own end. They're winning those first balls, the direct ones, and then they're back in possession again in the final third. So this is more of what Argentina will want to see over the course of the next 20 minutes. And I would assume they would want to find another goal, because you don't want to chance it in penalties against this Colombian team.
Di Maria, it's a clever little turn inside, but Barra's able to recover to knock it away. Maradona into the middle. It's an awkward challenge there. And Montiel, he's going to get a yellow card.
Saw the goal scorer, Diaz. No contact on the ball, takes him out after the play. Diaz has been excellent tonight for Colombia. Not just the finish, but in transition as well, and his ability 1v1, but his link-up play, his decision-making, his passing. He's been the standout performer for me for this Colombian team throughout this tournament.
TL joining Los Santos off the field. So he's the only Argentine player in a yellow card right now. Diaz taking a moment to get up. Borja, Fabra, and Cuadrado sitting on yellows for Colombia in the final 20 minutes. Just rolls it short, takes it back. Has the assist for Colombia. Maria coming to meet him. Cardona will chew it 10 yards closer to goal, though, as he rolls it wide now. Luis Diaz brings it down. Fabra on the overlap. Fabra from the byline lifts across into the middle. Sent away by Pizea. Cardona will just reset backwards to Barrios. Trying to lay that back out for Cuadrado. Under some pressure, gives it away. Di Maria's running in. What's Ospina doing all the way out there? Di Maria has options. Roll back to the far side and save. Di Maria hits the follow-up. Wow. Colombia survive.
Somehow, and it comes off a misplayed ball in the middle. Munoz gets caught in possession. Ospina was really high off his line there and just gets completely beat, but it's Barrios, the recognition in that moment to get back and get in the goal. But Martinez, why does he take this one first time? Look how much time and space he has. You remember the DePaul goal in the last match, John, where he just has that little moment of composure to settle the ball, to wait, and then pick out either side. For Martinez, who buried that one in the first half, that is a huge miss there. With a glaring, wide-open goal, no goalkeeper, only Barrios to beat, and he gives him a chance to clear it off the line. Oh, my.
It's the best chance Argentina have had to score since they did in the 7th minute. Lautaro Martinez on that occasion as well. Will that come back to haunt them? David Ospina, who was happy enough to take a red card there, reaching out with his arm, and then making contact with the ball. Barrios trying to catch up, just gets the pass away. To the near side from Borja for Luis Diaz. Char is furthest forward. Diaz surveys, in for Char, just stumbled there, lost his footing. Char at the age of 30, playing at his first ever Copa America. Can he provide a decisive moment in his second year with the Portland Timbers in Major League Soccer? Argentina find a way back through. Rafico hands back off for DePaul. And for Messi, able to just take it and wait for it, riding the challenge. Still Lionel Messi running on. DePaul, get out of his way. He's fouled from behind, and the only man who scored direct free kick goal in this Copa America might just have another chance of coming.
And Barrios, he bites in the midfield here. He thinks he can get to this initial pass, and the weight of the pass is very good as it comes in. It allows Messi then to get off. It's Munoz, the man who just made the mistake earlier, makes another mistake here. Bringing down Messi on the top of the box, a little overeager to try and win the ball. And you set up an opportunity, and you're giving that man an opportunity to put one in the back of the net here.
Hour to go at Estadio Nacional, Garrincha in Brasilia. The man with the bloody sock, the man with the magic left foot, the man who has dominated this Copa America statistically. Lionel Messi stands over a free kick. David Ospina on his 113th appearance for Colombia, trying to get that wall set, trying to read the angles, because we've seen Messi curl one against Chile and then bang one into the top corner against Ecuador. He has struggled to score historically against Colombia. But was that the old Messi, and is this the new Messi? As he sets this ball. 15 minutes after Colombia tied the game on a quickly taken free kick. 2 saves for David Ospina tonight. Jimmy Chara draws the short straw to be the man to lay at the back of the wall so the wall can jump, and he would theoretically block a low attempt from Messi that would go underneath him.
And you actually saw in the goal against, in the last match against Ecuador, Martinez moves out of the way.
It's going to be a short run-up. Messi blocked by the wall. Second ball fired in. That took a deflection there. It was Paredes who took the attempt. It's going to be a corner for Argentina, the third of the night.
Not the best of strikes from Messi. This one straight into Jerry Mina in the wall. And as you said, 6'4" to get it up over him. Ends up in his chest. But they do win the corner after that deflection on the second shot.
See, once again, he took that kick from Frank Faber. That's where the blood has come from on his left ankle. Just add another historic page to his legend and legacy. To play through it and create a winning goal in the Copa America semifinal. Messi outswinging ball. They're shouting in there. It gets knocked down awkwardly. Call in the field is another corner. Was there something in there? The Julio Vascañana, video assistant referee, is going to flag.
No. It was Davinson Sanchez and Otamendi getting tangled up there. He's got a little arm around him. Ooh, actually, it's an awful lot of a short pull. Yeah, I did not see that on the first look.
We've seen inconsistency at this Copa America. How to go through these moments. It doesn't appear there's going to be any elongated check. We play on. Messi swings it into the middle, takes a defensive header from Borja, comes all the way along. And now Luis Diaz for Colombia. Hit by Di Maria. He's just toying with those two Argentina players. Before Ospina's able to clear, it was Guido Rodriguez the other. Otamendi gets ahead to it. Rodriguez gets ahead to it. Lautaro Martinez settles for Di Maria. Has the momentum shifted at all? Di Maria cutting it through. Davinson Sanchez at full stretch to intercept. Now Jimmy Char on the run for Colombia. Cardona all the way to his left, wants it. Borja running to his right. It slipped through for him. It's a good interception in the end by Tagliafico.
I'll tell you what's different, though. It doesn't feel like either team wants penalties. They're both going for this game. It is wide open. Does that change over the course of the next 12 minutes or so? But Argentina have a sense of urgency. Colombia, a sense of urgency the other way in transition. They're trying to press. Argentina trying to press as well. It's turned into a really wide open and fun game here, this second part of the second half here.
You wonder the fact that there is no extra time. There's no promise of 30 more minutes. Does that change that dynamic? Exactly as you're saying. Japal coming inside. They'll hook it along for Di Maria. Montiel cutting inside of him. Di Maria. Messi was blocked off from him. Paredes from Rodriguez. Paredes once more. Di Maria coming inside. And opening up to the far side. Tagliafico comes to get it. And for Japal. Sharp shadowing him as he drops it back off. Otamendi. His fourth consecutive Copa America semifinal, handing off from Messi, little flick inside. Now Di Maria able to turn. Montiel's up on the right. Di Maria looking left, cuts to the far side. Long run for Tagliafico to get there and try to keep this ball in play, but he does. 10 minutes to go in Brasilia in the semifinal. Back in for Lionel Messi. Di Maria able to keep it. Di Maria trying to dance back out the other way. Flips it through for Messi. Messi shots that came off the post. The follow-up is blocked. Sanchez threw his body in the way. Have to see a replay. Did Ospina get a piece of that? It looked like it ricocheted backwards there from Messi. Japal once again for Argentina. Messi, wonderful turn once more. Messi driving it, and Sanchez is able to recover and knock it away.
Yeah, good defending from Sanchez. Not once, but twice. He blocked the second shot as well to get up off his feet. Good pressure here from Argentina, but they're open the other way.
Diaz. Cardona gives it away. Paredes and Cardona there. Was that a foul or not? It's going to be out for an Argentina throw. You saw Lino Scaloni shouting about it. Japal quickly in. Di Maria on it. Messi's on the outside. Di Maria trying to come inside. It's a foul by Wilmer Barrios and a free kick for Argentina.
You know, John, they scored from the very similar place on the field in the qualifier from a set piece. An in-swinging ball from Messi that was just met with a flicked-on header from Romero, who's not on the field. This was the chance for Messi. What a pass from Di Maria through the legs of Barrios, opens the game off. Oh my goodness, it comes off the inside of the post. I mean, that's centimeters away from the winning goal. Great work individually. Gets past Mina, and no, Ospina does not get a touch on that. He had no chance. It had beaten him, and then it was Davinson Sanchez at the end of that one gets up and blocks the shot from DePaul. So very patient, very good sequence from Argentina, and so close to finding that winner. Can they get it here on a free kick?
Messi hooks this one in too close to Ospina. 8 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Penalties on the other side of 90.
Oh boy, buckle up.
Colombia, of course, in the last round just 3 days ago beat Uruguay in a penalty shootout. Argentina's last shootout was the 2016 Copa America final. The second straight summer, they lost the Copa America final in a shootout. Cardona plays to the far side. Cuadrado running in. DePaul trying to recover. Cuadrado holding him up now. The spin away. For what it's worth, both previous penalty shootouts between these teams were won by Argentina. The quarterfinal in 2015, the semifinal in '93. The last time Argentina won the Copa America. Sanchez, key block a moment ago. Now he's under pressure. Able to get it away for Fabra. Inside now for Cardona. Cardona looking to thread it through. Well-read, intercepted there. Guido Rodriguez. Di Maria coming short over the top for Messi, too far.
Here it is again. Borja just gets twisted in knots by Di Maria, and it looked like even Jerry Mina might have gotten a slight touch on this. Messi just found that nice little half turn, and Ospina's, he's at that near post, but it was a great strike from Messi. He had good contact on it, great balance to get a strike on it, got his power behind it. Close but no cigar.
And you're right, that was a little bit of a touch from Mina, it looked like. And as you said, off the inside of the post, I mean, centimeters the other way. If Mina doesn't redirect it to that side, does that clip off the inside of the post, perhaps? 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go as Borja just flicks that along. Cardona into the space, long run for Daniel Munoz, and Emiliano Martinez will come to get it. Quickly out. DePaul with Char for company, Cuadrado as well. In for Paredes. Lionel Messi on the ball. Bloody left sock and all. Rolled wide for Angel Di Maria. Montiel's further up the right. Di Maria, a little dance. Back from Messi now. Surveys the scene before he receives the ball. Messi clipping it. He's got a run from deep there. It's redirected, but not on frame.
You see Jerry Mina at the end of this play, he thought Ospina was coming out for it because the ball hung up in the air a long time. It was a deep run in, and he has a little look, and then he looks at his keeper. He hits the ground. His Taliafico all the way up into the attack in the 85th minute. Just slightly beyond him. He was stretching for it, couldn't get on the end of it, but a little miscommunication there between Mina and Ospina.
Ospina, who saved 2 penalty attempts from Uruguay the other night. It's his level of confidence going into a shootout. All of his vast experience, 113 appearances. Emiliano Martinez, the Argentine goalkeeper, his 7th career appearance. And their former teammates at Arsenal, incidentally. That's a foul there. And a man down for Colombia, looks to be on the receiving end of a yellow card. Indeed, Cardona. We're back into play. Maybe too quickly for Argentina's sake. As Guido Rodriguez came in there on the tackle on Borja, he's going to get a yellow card.
was caught, wasn't he? The pressure came from both sides, from Borja and Cardona.
It's the 8th yellow card shown tonight. Again, attacking set-piece chance. That is an awful lot of fouls that have been whistled in this game. Our young referee, Jesus Valenzuela. Cuadrado would have moved on the outside around to Paul. Juan Cuadrado running in. Cuadrado clipping it up. Sent away by Guido Rodriguez. Messi to pick it up, and now he's going to accelerate. Cuadrado trying to catch him from behind. Messi rides the challenge. Hops away. Bounce the second Colombian off him. Gets upended by the third. It's going to be another free kick and a shooting position for Lionel Messi.
I mean, take a rest. He picks his ball up inside his own half, sprinting away. Cuadrado tries to get him and can't. Barrios is the one at the end of the play who gets a little contact on the ball, but I mean, he takes him out. But just watch the strength and the balance and the poise from here. Davinson Sanchez, that's not a small guy. That is a big guy that Messi throws to the deck. And then eventually wins the free kick in shooting distance again. It's Barrios who makes the foul. And who else would you expect to take this one but Lionel Messi from the other side of the field now? The last one he hit into the wall was blocked by Jerry Mina. But this one, in this position here, John, it gives him some of the options that you saw with the free kick against Ecuador, where he can go both sides now. Ospina can't guess which way he wants to go. And maybe you see him roof it goalkeeper's side again around the wall.
As you said, in the summer of soccer so far, South America and Europe combined, we have seen just 2 direct free kick goals, both off the left foot of Lionel Messi. Now a little bit of coming together, a lot of time being milked off the last few minutes. See how well the referee manages the clock, how well he manages the players. Rodriguez shoving Barrios away from where the ball was being set.
I wonder if he's just trying to run up getting grass. And the other one I was saying, you see how the Argentina players are on the side of the wall? They'll try and move out and just try to block the view of Ospina to keep him from being able to see and make him guess in which way Messi's going to go. And that's when he went goalkeeper side, Martinez was actually shielding the goalkeeper and then moved out of the way, and Messi blasted it past that gap. And I would imagine he's going to do that again. And you're seeing the Colombian players fight for their territory a little bit here.
Yes, how do you anticipate if you're David Ospina against a man who can put it anywhere in the frame of that goal? Into the 90th minute now after that delay. 30 seconds before stoppage time at the Copa America semifinal. And the wall just creeping forward there. Jesus Valenzuela will try to reset it. And this just builds the drama. This just adds to the amount of stoppage time it's going to be put up here in a moment. Brazil watching this at their hotel right now, trying to find out who they're going to face Saturday night. 4 minutes still to be played. Here he comes. Messi blocked by the wall. They're shouting for a handball, sort of half-heartedly. Cuadrado looking to escape. Advantage going to be played as Borja plays to the far side. Here come Colombia now in stoppage time. And just a whole body check there on Luis Diaz, who was looking to skip away. And Pizea will take the yellow card.
And you would. It's a smart play from Pizea because Diaz is full steam. Colombia off to the races. He says, no thanks. Blocker charge. Definitely a block. And he makes sure he gets every bit of Diaz. Roadblock, runs right into him, starts holding his face. He knew what he did, and it's a smart foul. It's a really smart foul. It's tactical. You don't want to allow Colombia to get a shot at goal. Instead, it's a set piece. They're still quite a distance out. And the free kick, though, Messi had tried to go goalkeeper side. It was blocked, I think, by Barrios.
It's the 10th yellow card shown tonight. An ensuing free kick in the 92nd minute. Cardona, they're trying to reshuffle and unsettle the Argentine line. He plays it in now. It gets knocked away by Otamendi. When there's a foul in there? Yes, there was. Colombia, who conceded a 100th-minute winning goal to Brazil earlier in this tournament. 90 plus 10. Is there a stoppage time winner coming, or will we have a penalty shootout? No extra time until the final of the Copa America. Rolled wide for Angel Di Maria. Lautaro Martinez in front of him calling for it. Di Maria drifting inside, it ran away from him, trying to connect the pass. Paredes, can he keep it? Yes, he can. With a strong challenge, Di Maria trying to skip away and does. Handing it off wide. Tagliafico taking some contact there, a tangle of legs. Cuadrado comes out of there with the ball. Trying to reset up field, sliding through to break that up was Tagliafico to win it once again for Argentina. 2 minutes at least still to go in this one. It's too far for Di Maria. Colombia have it back. Cuadrado trying to dance away, gets rid of it, takes some contact. Bounce back in, it's going to fall almost for Lionel Messi. Last-ditch tackle from Jerry Mina there. How did it bounce all the way through?
It was a strong header at the back, and they're saying it took a slight touch off of Messi's foot when Mina makes this challenge. The reaction is good, and I'm not sure. It didn't look like it took a touch there. But Mina did well just to be able to clear that one at all, and he was the first to react to it.
Using all of his 6 feet 5 inches to keep Messi from walking in on goal. There might be another chance coming. Messi, first time touch off, was knocked away by Barrios. Barrios trying to charge it forward right now. Picked up instead. Cardona looking for options all the way to the near side for Diaz. That was a big tackle Montiel had to get right, and he did. Although Diaz fights to win it back. 60 seconds or so to go in this one. Fabra able to escape from Di Maria's pressure. But it comes for Luis Diaz. He has their goal tonight for Colombia. What a move that was to get away and advance up the line. He's twisted down. Free kick Colombia in the 94th minute.
Oh my, he is feeling it tonight. I'm pretty sure he just flicked that ball up over Montiel's head. Talk about confidence. Oh, see you later. And then the control, just to soften it down and get on the turn. Takes a little tug on the shirt. That is filthy. And I tell you, they have
outrageous thing to try in the 94th minute of a semifinal, yeah?
And I wouldn't think they're going to try and get cute with this one, as you've seen them do. Put it in the box. Give them a chance.
That's what Cardona is going to do to lift it up. Emiliano Martinez with Jerry Mina towering over him. Goes up to get it. How much of any time is left before a penalty shootout? As it's rolled into play, that will be it. Argentina in the 7th minute. Colombia in the 61st. This Copa America semifinal will be decided on a penalty shootout in Brasilia. A breathless end to the game. And a breathless finish is coming. We'll hand you back to Rob Stone as it finishes in regulation in Brasilia. Argentina 1, Colombia 1.
Gotten on the ball. The stuff that he has done has been phenomenal. It hasn't gone in the back of the net. Di Maria coming in fundamentally changed the way that Argentina was playing, but it was nuts back and forth.
They need this. They need this badly. This is a chance to write a whole new script. All that happened in the past, you wipe that clean. Messi, he faded a little bit in the second half. He took some abuse, but the last 10 minutes of this game, you saw him start to come back to life. But look at this Colombian side. They feel like they're right in this game, and they should feel that way. This second half especially, they were more physical. They created chances. And look at Ospina.
Yeah.
That's what a leader looks like. Yep.
Hey, we were just here, guys, a few days ago. We upset Uruguay. Now let's upset Argentina. And they are full of confidence in this type of situation, having already advanced via penalty kicks. Argentina, knowing there's certainly some history and a large dark cloud over their heads in the penalty kick situation. That's in the finals of major tournaments, of course. And the storyline for Argentina, trying to get that elusive senior title. They haven't won in so many years, and that man has yet to get a title wearing the light blue and white of Argentina. So many titles with Barcelona, but none on the national team level.
And he's bleeding. Messi's bleeding from that ankle. Didn't look to slow him down in that second.
Not at all.
He got on the ball.
I'm just looking at the body language of the different teams right there. You see Colombia, heads are high. A lot of the Argentinian players, you saw Di Maria there looking at the ground. DePaul, part of it is exhaustion, getting to this stage and getting to this point. There was a really, really grueling second half. But it's about now just regaining, taking a deep breath, finding that little bit of confidence you need, being inspired by this man here, picking a corner and just being confident with it.
And part of it is Colombia has nothing to lose, okay? They get to be the spoilers, all right? All the focus attention is on Argentina and Messi and will he, won't he, all that kind of stuff. And as we say in each and every penalty situation, little things matter. Plant foot, where you decide to go, shooting order, all of those different things. And it's all going through everyone's head individually. It's going through the coach's head on both sides. And we try to read body language and we try to read what's happening. I love it.
So Colombia won the coin toss, and they are going to, looks like they're going to shoot first. Is that Cuadrado walking?
That's him.
Yep. So the keepers exchange right there. And again, 2016 Copa America final. Messi in Argentina versus Chile in New York, New Jersey. Messi missing. You know that's in his mind somewhere. You know that's in his teammates' mind somewhere. But Colombia with first dibs to take the lead here in penalty kicks. It has been surreal. What do we have in store next? For the call, Stu Holden, John Strong.
And Rob, it is Juan Cuadrado who will step up to take for Colombia. History and statistics tell us the teams that shoot first have a historical edge in shootouts. Can Cuadrado get Colombia started? And yes, just beyond the diving Emiliano Martinez.
Well, Martinez goes the right way here. He knows, he said he was close to that, but this is a guy that picks his spot, head down, hammers it. Excellent technique from Cuadrado. Doesn't even look up, knows where the goal is, doesn't look to see where Martinez is going, wraps his foot around it. Excellent finish to start for Colombia.
Lionel Messi, as he tends to be, taking the first attempt. We remember him missing in the 2016 final he made against Ospina in the 2015 quarterfinal when Colombia and Argentina finished level and went to a shootout. The weight of the world on the shoulders of the 5'7" Lionel Messi, who scores.
Well, that last miss in the Copa America didn't seem to play a factor. What a penalty that is. Top corner. Look at that. Even knocked the lights out in the camera. He has been lights out for Argentina in this game. Came so close to finding a way at the end of regulation. Couldn't. But he gets the job done there for Argentina to start.
Davinson Sanchez, both center backs took and made for Colombia 3 days ago against Uruguay. Davinson Sanchez went to the bottom right corner as we view it, as Emiliano Martinez, on just his 7th ever international appearance, gets himself set. And a save!
There's a stare down between them two. Sanchez and Martinez were looking directly at each other. Sanchez with the slow run up here. He's waiting to see if Martinez was going to go. And you actually see him go a little right to fake, and then he goes back to his left, gets down low. Great push off. Otamendi loves what he sees. And it's a huge save here from Emiliano Martinez. That outstretched left hand to get on it makes his frame really big.
There's been so much turnover in Argentina's roster. You have very few players who were even a part of those teams in past years in the shootout. So here's Rodrigo de Paul, who steps up to take, and a chance to give Argentina the advantage. No, he puts it over the bar.
Wow, he never gets his feet set here. Watch as de Paul runs up to this one. And he just gets that plant foot down. He's already coming across his body. He's leaning back. Head is already coming up to see where it's going, trying to pick out that top corner. Poorly executed penalty there from de Paul.
Argentina lose the advantage from the Martinez save. Their third taker 3 nights ago is their third taker tonight, Jerry Mina. He went sort of mid-height to the goalkeeper's left against Uruguay. Running commentary from Emiliano Martinez, and Mina will return fire.
It's interesting when there's dynamics with no fans here. You can hear all the trash talking.
They played together on separate teams in England. And another save, Martinez, 2 in a row. Can Argentina take advantage of this one?
Well, he's feeling confident. I mean, he's in the zone from the beginning. The trash talking, staring down his opponents. Two center backs for Colombia stepping up to take penalties. You don't often see that, and both missing and both going the same way and both being saved by Martinez. You can see the way he goes and how early he jumps. He reads the body language of Jerry Mina, and he knows exactly where he is going with that strike, and it's another great save. And the stare down, and yeah, that too.
Well, next up to take is Leandro Paredes.
Sobre la línea, como siempre te tengo que decir.
Trying to set up a matchup with his club teammate Neymar in the final. Just turned 27 years of age. Can he give Argentina the advantage off the save this time? He sure can. 3 rounds done. Argentina with their noses in front.
That's a good penalty. Paredes has his head down from the beginning, doesn't look up, doesn't want to make eye contact with Ospina. And that's a penalty of a guy who knows where he's going no matter what. Pick your spot, hit through the ball, good contact in the back of the net, and Argentina nosing in front again.
Miguel Borja, he was the 4th taker for Colombia in the quarterfinal 3 nights ago. He's the 4th taker tonight. Paredes gets the congratulation from Messi. Borja the other night went to the goalkeeper's left, the right as we see it. Emiliano Martinez has made back-to-back saves, and again the chirping back and forth in the empty stadium in Brasilia in the Copa America semifinal.
Vamos Martín, vamos Martínez.
¿Dónde va, hermano? Te conozco, ¿eh? Te gusta mirar, ¿no? Mírame la cara. Mírame.
Into the roof of the net this time. Borja follows it up.
You can hear Martinez.
He's to the edge.
Yeah, he's saying, look at me in the face. He's just chattering all the way up to the point when he hits the ball, and Borja this time just goes straight down the middle. He's gambling that Martinez is going to go and dive one direction. He's still getting the stare down after the ball's in the back of the net, but that's a great penalty. Hits it with authority, straight down the middle, blasts it.
If nothing else, the celebrations have been marvelous. Next up to take is Lautaro Martinez, 23 years of age, opened the scoring in the 7th minute. Third straight game with a goal. He can put Argentina on the brink of victory if he can make this. Or can David Ospina, who made 2 saves the other night, come up with a big play of his own? Into the roof of the net. What a penalty that is. And Argentina on the verge of victory in the shootout.
Well, Ospina goes the right way, but it's the height. It's the height of the penalty here for Martinez. No goalkeeper saving that. It's not a good height for the goalkeeper, especially if he's trying to push off and get all the way to the post. You can't get that type of leverage. It's in the top corner. It's an excellent penalty from Martinez. And what a different game it would have been. He scores early on, misses a huge chance in the second. What was that doing in his mind? Apparently nothing. He sticks it in the back of the net. Great penalty.
Colombia didn't get to a 5th round 3 nights ago. This is their 5th kicker, Edwin Cardona. He has to make this to keep Colombia alive. And it's saved! Emiliano Martinez, his 3rd save of the shootout. They're going to check the video to make sure it didn't leave his line early. But Argentina beginning to celebrate. Julio Basquillon looking at it. Hold on a minute. And have they said the check is good? It is Argentina who advance. Emiliano Martinez, the hero. It is Messi versus Neymar in the Copa America final Saturday night.
Well, Martinez was huge. He's had the mental edge. And you could just see he is laser focused and waiting. He wanted to make sure, and he's actually starting behind the line. His right foot was on the line as he goes and pushes off. That is a clear save. It's a poor penalty from Cardona. Poor penalties, a couple poor penalties from Colombia in the end. But he is the hero, and he was phenomenal in the shootout. 3 clean sheets in a row coming into this one. He was beaten by Diaz, but it's Emiliano Martinez that proves to be the hero for Argentina and gets them to that final.
Start the clock for Saturday night at Estadio in Rio. The last time Argentina beat Colombia in a penalty shootout in a Copa America semifinal, they won the thing. But can they do it by beating Brazil in Brazil? We'll find out soon enough. But first, the celebrations from Argentina. It was nervy at the end, but they survive and advance back to Rob Stone as it finishes in Brasilia. One apiece in regulation. Argentina beat Colombia in the penalty shootout.
Argentina celebrating a semifinal victory. They've still got one more to go Saturday with Brazil and Neymar. And there is Messi in the middle. Juan Cuadrado and Colombia. Brave run tonight. So strong. But in the end, it is Argentina setting up our dream final. We talk so much about Messi must do this and Messi must do that. Where is this supporting cast for Messi? They need that supporting cast. Tonight, some members of that supporting cast stepped up. Di Maria off the bench. And Martinez in the penalty shootout. Two keepers. And here is the save that pushed Argentina onto the final.
It was as much about the mental as the physical for that goalkeeper. And look, this game, like a lot of games, it deserved fans. It didn't have fans, but it gave us the opportunity to eavesdrop and see what was going on. And the trash talking, I'm here for it. It was amazing. And sometimes it's the difference, getting in your opponent's head.
Lionel Scaloni, just an oh-by-the-way type manager for Argentina. Not a lot of hype, not a lot of press, not a lot of big background. And the young man has done a tremendous job assembling the cast of talent around number 10. And Messi can exhale, and he can smile, and he can enjoy, and he can celebrate. But you know damn well, he knows there's still one more major step to go. Enjoy it, but you haven't won anything yet. And they are not stopping, by the way.
And they shouldn't. They shouldn't. This is a magical moment. You're right. They haven't won anything yet, but this is the kind of victory that sometimes gets you over that line. Because Colombia gave as good as they got in this game. They were the better team for large stretches in this game, especially in the first half. But Argentina, they held strong. They came into a moment where they probably lost a little bit of confidence because they've been in this situation before, but they persevered. Messi started things off. He took that first penalty kick confidently, and that kind of set the tone for them. DePaul misses, but then you have Martinez in goal. You have Martinez confident, talking trash, getting in the heads, like you said, Lex. He was playing mind games the whole time and enjoying every second of it. 3 big saves. Talk about a supporting cast. 3 big saves from that man, from Martinez in goal. And here they are, the final berth.
And this team coming together this tournament, and yes, there's a bigger moment, and there's lessons that'll be learned and experiences that they've had. And we know the World Cup's coming, and there's a real good chance that this team is going to be in the World Cup next year and using these types of things. And yes, there's a final to be played, and once again, that narrative that we've been talking